The world is changing.
51 years ago, the War of the Wilds came to a stalemate. The people of the Graynor Peninsula set all plant life ablaze to stop the Stranglehold and built a mighty wall to keep the wilds at bay. All the while, they sat atop their monument, never truly knowing why this all began. A likeness of peace blanketed the blasted lands.
1 year ago, it all changed. An ancient god, once bound by old magic, found himself free and took his vengeance as his shackles were shattered. The mountainous city of Bulwark paid a grave price, but in the wake of this destruction comes the first glimpses of the possibility for true and honest peace.
Our heroes venture from their familiar homeland into the fullness of what their world was before the war. A world they've touched, but never truly seen. They find themselves caught between a land that has tried to end their lives hundreds of times over, and a country they helped decimate.
Under the canopy, they seek glory, truth, and salvation. The world is changing, and their hands will guide it. Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I continue to be your GM. Today, our heroes leave the Autumnal Line and ascend. This continues to coincide with our New Year's Day recording, which we were able to figure out how to do while maintaining a safe social distance. Thank you to our backers, Tyler, Joel, and Ice Tier Brewing, for their support. If you would like to support the show, please check out our Patreon, patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. We have recently, as of recording, did a small update on there, so definitely make sure to take a look if you haven't in a while. You can also give us a rating or review on your podcatcher app of choice. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Hello, I am Zachary Robb.
And this is Siri.
Hello, I'm Zafir Johnson.
Hi. Zafir Shenastili is here. Well, technically, hello, I am Laszlo Soze.
It's been a minute since we've seen Laszlo.
Well, I haven't had the need to be.
You've had to be
people.
you for a while.
I've had to be me, you know?
Yeah. And look, sometimes that's the way to be.
Yeah. I can't wait until, I get to flex these alter self muscles more.
You're going to bust out Warren Beak.
Yeah, Warren Beak. My dwarven aristocrat.
You
Two words
said
that
Beak
don't-
as a name, and now I want to watch the Griffin McElroy Nuzlocke run again.
Oh, yeah.
Miss
Damn,
Beekman.
Miss Beekman.
Damn, Ms. Beekman.
And I watched that recently, too. It's just a very good series of videos.
Run, Randy. Run.
No, not my Randy.
Oh. I don't know why one of my favorites is when he goes, "Oh boy, it's a Pampor."
You say that a lot.
Yeah. Well, because my favorite is there's a comp. It's every time he says "boy" in his Nuzlocke run.
I'm going to be
yes,
a
I've seen
boy.
that.
Yeah,
Compilation
I'm gonna be
good.
a boy. And so yeah, it's, "Oh boy, it's a Pampor." I don't know why. It sticks with me.
All right.
We all have our kinks.
We all have our kinks, and my kink is
you.
you.
That's on Mike forever.
That's a ringtone.
Yeah, audience, if you ever hear this, know that Griffin and I did look into each other's eyes while we sang that. It was pretty good.
My watch keep buzzing. Stop.
Does yours tell you to breathe all the fucking time?
All the time.
When it's like, hey, don't forget to breathe. It's like, I'm doing it, watch.
I'm not dead. Stop. Stop telling me.
And then it's
to
like,
breathe.
hey, maybe you should stand up and walk around a bit. And I'm like, fuck you.
I didn't pay you to be judgy, watch.
What the damn hell?
That's my tirade for the day.
All right.
I'm still on this tirade. Does yours? Okay, so if you get a text message and it goes to your watch,
Yeah.
right? But it just vibrates,
Yeah.
so maybe you don't feel it.
Yeah.
So then you miss text messages all the
Yeah.
time.
I don't.
It sucks.
It sucks all the time.
And it goes to your watch, so your phone doesn't make noise anymore.
Exactly.
Why can't they both make noise?
I don't know.
Come on, Apple, be better.
Because if I'm having a lazy day and I don't put my watch on, and like my watch is upstairs.
It might not ring or go
And then
off,
like
or
my
anything.
phone, like it doesn't. I don't get
vibrate or
notified.
anything, 'cause it notifies upstairs. Yeah. Or I've been having like a text conversation with someone, and I'll put my phone down and I'll wait for it to beep so I can keep talking, and then it doesn't beep for 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I guess the other person was busy. Turns out I'm the asshole.
Yeah. That happened to like where we were gonna play video games like a while back.
Yeah.
And there was a like you said, ready to go, and like 30 minutes later, I saw that you like texted me. I was like, "No, I'm awful."
It's a terrible feeling. Come on, Apple, be better.
Come on.
I also wanted on record that I am wearing the ears.
This is
per
can
New
confirm.
Year tradition,
Yeah.
For sure.
because it started on New Year's.
Yeah.
It all started on
This is
New
our
Year.
third,
This
fourth.
is our third.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes.
No,
No.
it's the
Oh,
fourth.
this is fourth.
This is fourth.
Oh God,
There was
this
the one
is the
at
fourth one.
Castle, my old place with Kat.
Yep.
Yep.
One at my place.
Yep.
Yep.
One
at
at
your
yours.
place.
One at Chase's,
Yep.
and this is the fourth one.
This is four.
Holy
Guys,
shit.
you've been
Fourth
doing
New
this
Year's
for
Day.
a long time.
Doing this for a rip. Ugh. All right, let's see if we finish the season today.
What if we all just die today?
I mean, I have my next character.
You kind of do.
Don't tell Chase.
I know.
You got like
I
5.
have.
Yeah, I've got so many in the
I
tank.
don't know which one I want to play.
I know my next character now, which is surprising because I've spent the last 3.5 years not having a backup character. I know my next character now. So we'll see how
Chase
that
wouldn't
goes.
kill us in the back 9, right?
It would be
Right?
Not all of you.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's a fair answer. Yeah.
If we die, we play our familiars. Familiar Quest. God, can that be a Patreon app?
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
that
Familiar
we should
Quest?
do that.
Absolutely. No,
Absolutely.
we will dial it back to Lee, and all the familiars will go.
Hugo,
on a quest.
Rogar, and Gary.
Yep.
That sounds like a pretty good time, actually.
Nice. I'll put. Yeah, Rogar's got 5 hit points. Let's fucking go.
I mean, Hugo's a mouse.
He's got 1.
What? So Gary's the tank? That's
Gary might be the
terrifying.
tank.
Well, he has 1 mouse hit point. If we scale everything down, we can talk about this later.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
that later. Yeah, I take 1/16
I'll-
damage.
I'll build this system.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Let's play D&D.
let's play D&D.
Let's play some D&D.
So, the rest of your watch passes uneventfully, Zephyr. The bug song and the birds never really picks back up.
Yeah, no, I think Zap like literally like is sitting there like pacing, like eyes like on the spot where
Mm-hmm.
Charnabog like disappeared.
Yep.
So like it's just like you wake up to watching Zephyr just pacing, like looking off the edge of the trail. Very sternly, a very stern expression on his face. I think Rogar's like sitting on a like wherever, just sort of like doing like the head turn as I walk by.
As the sun rises, giving you all a new day, you are so close to the edge of this forest.
All right.
forest's ass.
Let's go. Quick march up 2. Nobody?
I'm getting there. Not as spry as I used to be. I ate a smoke cloud yesterday, so I still got the rumblies in the tum tum.
Well, that explains the smell.
Staff,
Yep. What?
you all right? You seem what?
All right. Story time.
Okay.
Story
Hang on.
time. Wait.
I'll
wait.
make coffee.
Thank you. Bail it.
Yeah.
Bacon.
What do you think I'm doing?
That's what the B stands
Sitting
for.
on your ass is what I think you're doing.
Throws a rock at you.
Ow.
He kind of outranks you, I think, a little bit. Not many people do, I realize, but I think Master B might.
The chain of command's foggy out here.
Yeah.
But you're giving me sass.
So yeah, I take a seat, and while I before I begin, Chase, I am not that Charnabog planted seeds of doubt in my head.
Uh-huh.
I am keeping a close eye on Amareya during this,
Absolutely.
just trying to get a read on his expression, on like if he's got like an oh shit, like I might be made sort of thing. Like,
Sure.
I'm not expecting to see anything,
Oh, no. For sure.
but
You're covering bases.
yeah, I'm covering my bases. I'm a careful guy. And so yeah, take a seat.
I pour coffee out for everybody.
So,
Thank you.
Yep.
thank you. Charnibog was here last night.
Oh.
Oh.
Like
Here, or
came onto the trail.
an individual?
Yeah, he sort of arrived in smoke earlier.
Yeah.
And then sort of solidify. It was strange.
Mm.
And then first time stopped, and then he showed up.
Huh.
Yes. And he had a lot to say. And he had offered me a stone that I could stop time with.
Wow.
That's a
I
really
didn't
nice
take
rock.
it
Okay.
Okay.
because there seemed to be a lofty cost.
I mean, if anything about the autumnal line that Rakar has been saying is true, then that scans.
That
He
seems
seems
right,
deceptive. He seems like a liar. He did say, Amre, that you killed him.
And all the sets of eyes just shift.
Yep.
And he sits there for a moment.
He told me of wars long past that you were involved with. He called you a killer.
He looks pained. It is possible.
I know that you still do not remember everything.
The wars were formative to the current state of affairs. But that would explain why this space is cursed.
Remind me, just because a lot was happening. So he accused Amareya of killing him and stealing his spark of divinity.
Killing him, you could draw that conclusion, but he didn't necessarily say that he stole the spark.
His part of his spark is what caused the forest to kind of appear / be corrupted.
Well, the forest was literally because his blood was scattered over the whole area.
Sure, okay.
And that's what sprung the forest.
All right.
And that's why he's so intrinsically tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, apparently when he was killed, his blood was spread all across this land, and the Autumnal Line grew from it.
Guess that makes sense, and as much as weird
He's-
God stuff makes
his
sense.
blood runs through the entire forest. That is why he...
I did talk to the trees a little bit last night, and
You did what? There are 2 rules. I'm sorry. What part of do not speak to things off the path does not include trees?
to be honest, I didn't think it included trees.
I kind of assumed they would need to have ears.
He just has his head in his hands. Yes, that includes trees. You put yourself and us in grave danger, Mordecai.
That's par for the course, Rakar. And I will look. I'm not saying that. Okay, my bad. I overstepped, I suppose. But we were in grave danger the minute we stepped in here, and we all knew that. I'm sorry if I made things worse, but
Do not invite further danger, please. Remember that this is not our only time coming through here. We must return as well.
I understand. And one way or another, we'll make it through. Point being, long and short of it is that the trees basically spoke. Charnabog and this forest are one and the same. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he apparently desperately wants to be free, to join the world again. What that means, I don't know. I asked him several times that I would consider his offer if he would be upfront with me, and every time I asked, he dodged the subject.
Well, that's what most Unseelie want, right? To make a deal and to trick you and get something that you didn't really totally want to give them, right?
Essentially, it was this stone. It grew out of a stump. It was like a cool geode thing. Ooh. And apparently, anytime I used it, he would get a free glimpse into my head. My memories, the information I have of the outside.
Huh.
Interesting.
He has no clue what is happening in the world around him because he is confined to this forest that people don't come to.
What if we given it to Hugo?
Hugo Thickmouse, he is the strongest of us all.
All hail.
The time now.
Hey, boss.
No, Hugo, stand down, Hugo.
No, I'm gonna get him.
Hugo, we just talked about this. Stay on stay on the path, Hugo.
Get him, boy.
When we discussed, he said that when he got to the outside, he didn't plan on doing anything yet, which was a unknown variable that I was not comfortable with.
If I know one thing, it's that plans never survive contact with the enemy.
Apparently, my inability to, my unwillingness to cave to the deal frustrated him. He told me he would remember this, and that he will get free. Someone will come in that will take his offer.
So this might screw us on the way back, like the tree talking, or it might screw us in 15 years when somebody takes the deal.
It's possible.
Cool. Amareya, when we have to go back, we're gonna need to fly over the trees.
I will see what I can do about that.
Great, thanks. Don't you have like a fast travel secret way out of the dungeon that just takes us right back to where we started?
Maybe a Hearthstone.
The one tunnel that comes around.
Yeah, the pull chain that gets you up to the place.
It's behind the stone wall, and you can't see it from the one side.
Maybe the deep can open a command log. We can punch in some cheat codes.
Yeah. Up, down, left, right.
There is no cow level.
You just reappear at the high ledge that you couldn't jump up to.
Yeah.
But you could if you could double jump.
Set jump distance to yes.
But
the
anyway.
Scroll of Icaran Flight.
So we should go.
Yeah, we should leave.
We have a lot that we need to do.
We leave.
Yep.
I informed the DM that we have left the forest and we are safely through.
We made it.
Well,
yeah, good job, guys.
Mordecai's really like mulling this over internally. Like I was wondering how I would feel about learning this, and I think Mordecai's actually internally at least kind of redoubled in, no, I want to figure this forest out. Like maybe this dude's just fucking lonely, and maybe just no one talks to him because people like Ricard tell, hey, don't fucking talk to the trees or you'll die. And maybe I think Mordecai wants to do some more like digging after this is all done. Like Mordecai's really invested in this forest right now and like making it right.
As long as the digging is done on the path. Don't take the shovel off the path.
Man, guys, I really want to go off the path. And if I didn't love Hugo so much, I'd send him to do it. But
oh yeah,
he's not just a sacrificial familiar who I can bamf back into existence.
Who poofs.
Yeah,
I would just have a dead mouse.
Yeah.
Real boy.
He's a real boy.
All right, DM, we leave the forest. We're now out of the forest.
I want to
climbing the mountain, and we are at the front gates of Amareya's fortress. Hey, we did it.
There's a little bit.
Hold on.
Passage through the forest is easy enough. As sunlight finally touches the edges of the leaf, the path turns sharply, leading away from the heart into a knobbly bunch of foothills at the base of a massive chain of mountains.
I think like as we leave officially, once we pass the threshold of the woods, I think Mordecai just kind of stops and lets everyone kind of pass by, and will just sort of take a moment, turn, look back at the woods, just kind of take it all in. Like he's not done here. He's really invested in this, at least in the moment, but he knows there's bigger fish to fry right now. But he's not done here.
You look back and you see just this beautiful amber forest, just kind of wafting in a breeze that only seems to touch it, and a warm breath of air just hits you square in the face, and you can smell the decaying leaves and dirt.
I'm going to reach out my hand, and just some of the little fallen foliage on the ground, I will reach out and cast Druidcraft to just decay those as well, just to sort of leave my mark here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm establishing a connection here. Like Mordecai doesn't feel like he's done here yet.
Absolutely.
This is a cool forest. This is a bad, evil forest, and I'm going to fix it, guys. I'm going to fix it. The guy just needs a friend.
You can't fix your family, so you're going to fix the forest.
I wasn't going that far, but
I did.
Honestly, here's the thing. Mordecai's just emotionally, not stunted, but like...
Blind?
Yeah, like, I don't think... There very well may be a subconscious connection between the two. He does not see it that way. He's like, this force is weird and I want to fix it because I think it's weird and maybe it's something to do. But, yeah, who knows?
He's blind.
He would need therapy to figure that out. He would need some counseling.
I think we all need therapy.
Rakar leads you all through winding foothills that are cold once again with winter's touch. It takes the bulk of the day just to get through this portion, and you arrive at the base of a large and long and winding set of stairs. There's a small cave near here constructed, and kind of surrounding that cave there is a small stone fence. All right, we leave the striders here. The rest is on foot.
All right.
It's a long walk, and once we get to the top, the corruption that is within the temple, well, we're not going to be able to really take a long rest until this is all done. If you want to stay the night here, we can. Otherwise, we press on.
I'm good right now.
Yeah, I'm as fresh as I'm going to be.
Yeah.
All right.
I jump off the strider and we tie him up or whatever, and then Jackson starts doing some stretches and some squats to getting ready for these steps.
Shot of whiskey, anyone?
Amareya Dejani raises a hand.
That sounds great.
That's like a good quarter of this bottle.
Yep.
Send this around. To Amareya.
Amareya.
Do you?
Thanks, Chief. It's good.
All right. He looks up the mountain.
You ready?
No.
Yeah. Drax.
Let's go. And he starts to walk up. Rakar explains as you all follow behind. From what I understand, they called this place...
Crucible?
No, the Crucible is at the top.
Oh, right.
This, I believe they called the Tempering.
Cool.
Nice.
I get it.
It is a long...
Like
like a forge.
Yeah, like when you,
okay.
yeah, okay.
All right, so everything's on brand from here on out. Okay, thanks. Amareya.
And you all proceed up. It takes hours of walking uphill up these stairs. At one point or another, you each pause to catch your breath, to take a look at the world spilling out behind you and above you at this, what looks like a statue of a dragon off in the distance that is growing slowly and surely ahead of you. Jackson, when you stop, you kind of look at Amareya Dejani, and he's just going at this point. It's one foot in front of the other. What are you thinking about?
As Jackson pauses for a second and sees Amareya just kind of trudging his way along, it's a strange feeling to know that somebody's going to walk into something and they don't want to walk out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a little bit of sadness tinged with joy that we're finally going to do what Amareya's wanted to do, but he's not coming back out of this mountain. And that means we did our jobs. And I think in that second, Jackson kind of feels the age that he should be rather than the age that he is.
Mm-hmm.
And sees Amareya for not just the friend that he's become or the mentor, but the very old soul who's just done. And there's just a moment of clarity, I think, of what needs to happen and what will happen. And then he realizes he's falling behind and he picks up the pace a little bit. Gary tugs on his ear. They keep going.
Zephyr.
Yep.
You and Master B are keeping pace with each other. He has been incredibly quiet since you got into the forest, and he definitely has redoubled that since getting on to the Tempering. What are you thinking about?
similar to what Jackson's thinking about. Zafir and Jackson made it clear to each other that, like, they thought once the Rite of Aegis was done, they were done. Like, they'd be off and they would just get to live their lives finally. And so, like, as they're nearing this journey that the first one just immediately led into, there's this almost like frustration of knowing that they found just another thing that they're going to have to do once this thing is done, because along the way they found out, oh, hey, Greynor's not dead. So now they're like, they went from Rite of Ages, getting Amaray to where he needs to be. Now we've got to stop a Lich. And he's just tired, I think. He just wants his time, his one last time moment of being able to, like, go and just live his life finally. But as they're drawing to the end of this, of yet another, life-threatening quest, there's just another one waiting for him. And so he's a little frustrated, I think, and a little sullen, and still kind of shaken up about the Charnabog conversation. His brain is a mess. His gobbledygook right now.
Mordecai, you've got Chiron with you. And unlike pretty much everybody else, he is just kind of babbling. Like, anything that comes into his mind, he is just talking about good crossbow care, specifically maintenance, the things that one would busy one's hands with were they not walking. What's on your mind?
It's funny how, despite being so in tune with, like obviously I don't know what they're thinking, but Mordecai's thinking something very contrary to these folks right now, especially after his thoughts about the Autumnal Line and everything like that. Like, Mordecai's not the black sheep of his family, but it took him the longest to kind of find his purpose. And and that was just the Rite of Aegis in his mind, and that was kind of just thrust upon him. He didn't choose that, right?
Right.
And with this idea of, like, maybe being able to find a way to tame the Autumnal Line, or, help shepherd people to Amarea's temple, it's verging on a purpose that he has found for himself and has found to choose. And that may very well not be possible, but it's something he almost feels fulfilled in a way. And there's just something good about seeing something seeing something through to an end. And ever since the decimation, he likes Amareya. He just kind of like his relationship with the Wanderer. He thinks Amareya's a good dude, and he's there to help Amareya get back to where he is, and that's that. Seeing something come to a resolution like that is nice. Maybe a little bittersweet in this case, but I think Mordecai's eager.
Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Oh, because we're walking up a mountain with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh no, what's happened?
15.
Cool. 23.
14.
Okay, I was looking for a 15.
Oh, shit.
Mordecai, Jackson, you two are tired, but fine. Zafir, you take 1 point of exhaustion. But huffing and wheezing, but there and alive, you arrive at the foot of a massive temple. 10 stories tall, in the shape of a dragon.
And then I said, you're going to put the salmon where?
That is the best joke you've ever told.
Thank you. Yeah,
Why are there so many steps?
Yeah, I'm dying. Does anyone have a Crimson Bovine?
Sorry. Let me look.
But actually, I'm glad you said something.
Because right now I feel so exhausted.
No, I don't have any.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I tossed
Cracking.
Zafir,
Let's
Crimson
roll.
Bovine.
Roll it.
Here we go.
Okay. If only. If we during the live recording, if we got wings.
We were going to lose our goddamn minds.
Oh my
Right after we had wings.
I had forgotten about the wings. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because I knew one of you motherfuckers still had a Crimson Bovine somewhere amongst the three of you.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You know, he had that sixer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm down to 3 now.
But I had
Three left.
forgotten that it had that
The
extra.
chance
Yeah,
of wings?
I had forgotten about that because we haven't used one in
Sure.
years.
In so long, yeah.
So that could have been an interesting way for this to go.
Would we have broke your game for a
No, you wouldn't have. Like, this is all that would have been fine.
Cool.
However, I did have that GM moment of, oh, fuck, I forgot.
Oh no. All right.
Okay.
So we're still outdoors climbing.
You
right?
are outdoors. You are at the gate of the temple, or at the foot of the temple. Quite literally, there is a massive, like, story-tall dragon foot, and underneath the arch of the foot, there is a massive, like, almost as massive double door that is slightly ajar.
And we're trying to get to the top, right?
Yes.
Before we go in, I'm gonna tap my necklace and use the pendant of Eagle's Watch to shoot my sight up.
You're gonna Assassin's Creed this shit.
I'm gonna get I wanna see if I can see the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
120 feet up, I think.
120 feet up, so you get yourself right up to the very, like, just above the top. It's about 100 feet tall. It's 10 stories. 10 common stories, I should say.
Do I see anything of note up there?
Give me a perception check.
Can I tie his shoelaces together?
I can hear you still.
That was out of character.
Ooh, baby.
Stealth check.
Perception is going to be 24. 18
Nice.
plus 6.
24. Okay, you see, as you're going up, you see that it looks like you can kind of see through the stone a little bit, because it's very thin at points. You see light just everywhere, just moving around and fluctuating. Bright,
Kind of like fire? Like
colder.
like the flickering of it?
Kind of like that, yeah, but like brighter and whiter than fire.
Like the stuff that we saw at Amarea's other place?
Not dissimilar, but not quite the same.
Okay.
But you see that there is movement of light from within the temple. You see that the temple is incredibly old. The stone, you can tell, used to be red, but has been, like, this place has been disused and abandoned for so long, that it is, like, gray and, dirty and old. Definitely not been well maintained, but the structure itself seems very solid.
Okay.
You can see at the very top, as you get near the end, the mouth is open, and it is, like, open up to the sky. And you can see that there is, like, a hollow tunnel that goes into the mouth from the top.
Ew, we're gonna go in its belly.
But there is a door, like, right in front of you.
Okay.
Amarea, so quick recap of what
Yes.
you need us to do here. Do we need to go, like, floor by floor and clear out room by room and just kill everything? Or are we trying to get to a certain place and then you being at that place will kind of cleanse the temple?
Yes.
Cool.
Awesome.
Right.
So kill everything we see, for the most part.
Very likely, Rakar chimes in. The radiance of the temple has been corrupted. I believe it is this divine spark you have been talking about. Left untended for hundreds of years, it has become wild.
Shit.
It will need to be tempered somehow.
So we'll go find that. Amarea, do you know where it is? Or where it would be?
Is it in the tummy?
Is it in the mouth?
He points up. Top floor.
Oh.
Okay, that
Cool.
might have been what I am seeing now.
Wait, hold on. Wait, this is easy. Zephyr, you can fly, right?
No.
Right? I remember you in Planeswatch, like, you could fly all over the place.
Yeah, I sort of along the way, I haven't used it since then, so I sort of traded that out.
What? Zephyr, do you know how useful that would be right now?
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that would have been very useful.
That's okay. I'm sure Baelit can fly us all up there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Baelit, can you?
You're like the most powerful warlock ever.
Yeah.
You all.
that
you-
might be.
I've been in.
Kane.
Don't use his name around me. We are so far. Why would you bring it?
It's Kane.
My
I barely met him, but he seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Carrie, save me. No.
Okay.
I can't.
because I am spec'd for fighting today, and that is not a fighting thing.
That's okay. Ricara's got crazy shadow powers. I'm sure you can just, like, blink us up there.
Yeah. Wait, so are you saying, Baelet, that if we just sit here for a day, you could just fly us to the top?
Yes, but it is very cold, and I do not want to sit out here for a whole day.
I can make fire.
You could just go through the door and walk up.
I know, but I'm belaboring the point because it's funny.
As I'm looking up this dragon,
Yeah.
is it smooth? Is it jagged? Like, I'm not talking even like climbable, but like hang-offable.
At points, but it is like, it is like a carved statue.
I look up,
Mm-hmm.
I find a spot that I think I could stand or hang on to pretty well,
Oh, no.
and I bamf to it.
Okay, how far can you bamf?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Yeah, you can get 30 feet up.
So that's my thought. Can I continue to bamf to the top of this dragon?
I will let you make the rolls to do that. If that is what you want to do, I will 100% give you those rolls. I can't... Here's the thing. Oh, that's only you.
Yes, it's only me. I can't take anyone with me. No, I bamf 30 feet up, and I look, and I hold on. I'm like... And I come back down. I think if we needed to, I could continue, but it would just be me.
I could jump myself and someone else like 90 up there.
Cool, and then I'll catch you.
And then, well, I mean, like, if there's a spot I could land on, cool. And then, like, I could do it again, but then I would be out of the big stuff,
Yeah, well, we could just sleep in its mouth.
Well, I mean, I would only need to wait like an hour, and then I'd have the big stuff back.
Yeah.
But
And
I could just turn into a big spider and spider walk up there.
Oh, can't you just fly up there?
I can't fly.
Oh,
I haven't learned how to fly yet.
I'm sorry.
all right. Hey,
You did once, okay?
I did it twice.
Okay.
Once in Planeswatcher, one at the inn out there. Remember, I jumped out the window. I
that was a
fireballed
good stunt,
the
all right, so we'll put this on hold. We could probably get up to the mouth if we needed to.
You have several pieces of what could be one mostly coherent plan.
I go to the door,
Uh-huh.
and I check it for traps.
Roll me an investigation check.
This will go poorly. Which is the bit. 0.
a big goose egg, gang.
You find nothing.
That's
Just the
okay.
door. It is open and ajar. Light is flooding from inside.
Ooh, it's not locked. I just creak it open.
Yep. And it sounds just like that. Except incredibly bassy because this door is 10 feet tall. And the door is open in front of you. You find yourself in the entryway of a absolutely just stunning room.
Is there any light?
Everywhere.
Oh, cool.
That's not great.
It's called the Crucible of Light. I mean...
Yeah, but why is it still lit right now?
Like sconces or like the walls are alight?
There are sconces that are burning with pure white fire.
Oh, that's rad.
That's pretty dope.
And it seems like there is like a ring of like gold crown molding that goes around. The room is circular and it covers the whole room, and that also does seem to be emanating light.
Yeah, Mordecai reflexively like holds his hand up to cast Produce Flame, and then just like he's staring agog at this room, and it just peters out.
You could. All right. Well, hey,
Amaray, I forgot how good taste you have.
Thank you. I thought it had a classic feel to it.
before we go much farther, I put my hands on myself, Mordecai, and Spear, and cast Aid. 8 hours, 5 more max hit points.
Oh, fuck yeah.
105, baby. So current and max go up by 5, and then you can heal up to that.
Yeah.
level
Yes.
74. Because I was at 69. Nice.
This room has the furniture in here, setting a nice contrast against the last Temple to Amaray Dejani you were in. It looks like this place was shut down and it left very intentionally, not in any kind of a rush. You don't see any books piled up anywhere. You don't see broken tables or chairs. It's all Everything's been kind of neatly pushed up against the walls, and the path is clear. There is a spiral staircase leading up at the opposite end of the room.
Well, further up and further in.
I ho.
Do you want me to sniff ahead a little bit?
I mean, it's just steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of expecting trouble, or at least something here, right?
At some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we got to go up 9 flights of these, so let's just go, I guess.
I could
There's
use the
nothing else
big
down
stuff, and then we'd at least have a heads up.
here. Yeah, but I think we're going to want the big stuff.
Yeah, it's yep.
I can turn into an animal real quick if we need to. I'll
Just
hold on to
sniff
it.
them out.
Let's go.
Hold
Let's
on
just
to it.
go.
Okay.
So
I think I will go ahead, though, and I will cast Enhance Ability on myself for Wisdom.
Okay.
To get bonuses to my perception. It's been a long time since I've played a high perception character. I need to remember to utilize that.
Absolutely. You head up the stairs, and you find yourself in a room. Again, reminding you a lot of the last temple you were in. This looks like a sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
You have in the center of the room that big fire brazier, and it is burning with a brilliant white flame, not unlike the ones you saw downstairs. Above the brazier, there is a chandelier made out of incredibly highly polished metal or glass. You can't really tell. It's that shiny. And it is reflecting the light around the room. You see at the opposite end, there is another staircase that heads up.
we haven't really seen any doors leading to other chambers.
Nope.
Okay.
Are there any signs of life, like any, or even like past evidence of something being here?
Any bodies on the floor?
No bodies, no nothing. This place is incredibly clean, if maybe a little dusty.
Okay.
It doesn't look like any body has moved around here in quite some time. The only light you see is from the light being reflected off of the mirror above.
No Cinder Pontiff.
Not that guy again.
Please, I've got something better than that.
Cinder Pope.
Cinder Pope.
He's ascended.
I did think about it.
Good.
No, it's worse, I
Yeah.
promise.
Yay!
I would like Mordecai. Go ahead and roll me flat D20.
7.
Excellent.
Thought it was a 1.
Okay, so you are in this room. Is everybody else still downstairs?
Oh, I thought we all.
Oh,
yeah, no, we're all going together.
Yeah, we were all
You're all
going
going in together. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
In that case, both of you also roll me a D20.
Just straight.
Yep.
Come on, Montgomery. 6.
20?
Okay,
Ooh.
The most cautious 20.
Zephyr. As you walk into the room and get kind of the impression of everything that's going on, a beam of light that is being reflected off of the mirror just slides across your chest.
Is it hot?
It's not. But you look up into, it catches your eye and you look up into the mirror and you see that light retract in and coalesce and form. And the same thing happens to you,
Oh, no.
Mordecai,
Oh, no.
and you, Jackson,
Are we in a Shadow Link situation?
Oh, boy.
That's exactly.
That's
and
what
to
this is.
Ricard,
Oh, no.
and to Amareya Dejan.
Oh, no.
And standing out of the fire
Oh, God.
walks a mirror version of the 5 of you.
There it is.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Nega Scott.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You could support our efforts by donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. A special thanks to our donors, Nate C. and Nathan N., or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at RyanRoll20, Griffin at GriffCold, and Zach at That Guy Zach Rob. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. And until then, remember that sometimes we are our own worst enemy.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.